We're gonna today's live is about young Pharaoh and his fall. Young Pharaoh and his fall from grace has been a complete 100 uh I can't say 180. It's been a complete 720-degree turn when it comes to young Pharaoh. We're still to this day having debates and speculating over what really happened or what has happened to young Pharaoh. Man, guy out here really just, he out here eating eating noodles. He eating fold-ups. You know what he doing right there? That's what we do in jail. He eating fold-ups. You feel me? I told you there's this conspiracy theory I told you about dudes with long hair. If you're a long-haired black man, the only time they're gonna put you on the algorithm is if you doing the buffoonery and the coonery. Man, listen, this shit's so crucial. Young Pharaoh is right now. Young Pharaoh has been live all day doing buffoonery and coonery the whole entire day. Here he is right here drinking 1800. He on live drinking 1800. Look, eating the noodles. He doing all ghetto. He's 100% completely, purely ghetto mode this New Year's. You trying to tell me, young Pharaoh, you're taking in the 2020, you're going into the 2026 with a humiliation ritual? That's what you saying, young Pharaoh? You about to humiliate yourself? You are about to humiliate yourself some more after you've already humiliated yourself? Man, we can go to his listen. I'm gonna go to let's go to his TikTok right now. Let me see. Let me see what this other one was. Hold up, let me see. My bad. Yeah. So hold on, let me see. I make sure I got supposed to have one or two. All right, I was supposed to have, yeah. So boom. Here you go right here, bro. Pharaoh going crazy. Nah, Pharaoh done gone crazy. Sit it down, my brother. You gone crazy. It's obviously you're compromised. It's obviously you're a fraud. It's obvious you're a scam. It's obvious that you are doing this for some other underlying reason. It ain't just no, oh, Pharaoh done went crazy. They got to him. No, man, this is an agenda, man. This is an agenda. The only time they want black people with black men with long hair on the TV is if they're doing some manhood compromising behavior, manhood compromising behavior, demoralizing behavior that says, look at what these black guys are doing. These black guys aren't nothing. These black guys are nothing but some alcoholic, noodle eating. Man, listen, he don't even know how to make noodle. He don't even know how to do it right. He ain't even doing it right, man. I'm gonna make a cold-blooded noodle hookup and I'm gonna show y'all how to do it right, the real jailhouse style. Listen, all those food trucks you seeing right now, the food trucks you seeing right now, when you go to the food truck and you bring your potato chips and they put your potato chips into your gyro and put your potato chips into your hookup, that's jail niggas made that, just like jail niggas made pants sagging off your butt. Do you know that in the entire masculine black male culture right now idolizes jail culture? This is why the recidivism rate is high. He on live living out the he hotepping out the motel, y'all. First and foremost, check this out. He's hotepping out the motel. Can you see that? He's hotepping out the motel. Let me get a little closer real quick. He's hotepping out the motel. Let me cut this light off real quick so y'all can really see this. He's hotepping out the motel on the live stream, ordering 1,800 tequila on DoorDash. Oh, let me show this all. Why you got to show that all? Why? Listen, you ready? He's on here and he's uh eating noodles and bread out of a motel. Noodles and bread out of a motel on live stream, TikTok, not YouTube. You know the adults don't want him around no more. See, what happened was the adults don't want him around no more. I'm sorry, I gotta fix this. My camera. Let me cut my light on so I can see better. All right, bet. Um, yeah, the adults don't want him around no more. So he over there with the kiddies. He's over there with the kiddies, and he's trying to get his stuff established with the kiddies. Let me go see if he's still live. He's been live all day. Let me see if he's still live right now. Let me go into TikTok and see if he's still live right now, because this is about to blow me. If he's still live right now, we already know what the business is. Young Pharaoh. Let's see if he's still live. Oh, he won't get off live as soon as boy, listen. He was on live all day until I went live, y'all. He's probably watching the live, y'all. So let me put it back on the video of this nigga acting like a complete female. Okay? So let me go to the part. Look, he got his hands in the air. We're gonna examine this, man. We're gonna examine this. Look, so he got this. See, he's on. I did it for copyright reasons because he got music playing in the background. And look, he's drinking 1800 tequila out the bottle. And I'm not saying anything with drinking is wrong, but you remember when Pharaoh used to tell us that all of the things that he's doing right now is complete. He used to call it, man. Who remember when Pharaoh used to call us stupid motherfuckers for doing the shit he doing right now? Who remember when young Pharaoh used to call us stupid motherfuckers for doing the shit he doing right now? See, this is why the internet is undefeated. Because no matter how many times you change your story, we can always rewind the tape and go down the timeline, nigga, of the post, unless you delete them, right? But a lot of y'all, man, look, this generation is completely 100% devoid of research, devoid of studying to show yourself approved, like 2 Timothy 2:15 says, right? He don't even, niggas, somebody here, fraud alert, fraud, man, I need to have me a cold-blooded fraud alert, like, fraud alert, fraud alert, fraud alert. This was the guy that came out talking about, look, he got his hand up in the air doing like the nene, doing his old weirdo. Look at this weird ass nigga, man. This nigga is weird, man. Look at it. Here you go right here. Ramen noodles on white toast bread when he tells you, when he preaches to you, hey, y'all better eat alkaline. So if I'm preaching to you, y'all better eat alkaline, right? But not just preaching to you, because you can preach to somebody that better eat alkaline and do that. But when he calls you a stupid motherfucker, you stupid motherfuckers is eating noodles. You stupid man, go. A lot of his receipts, a lot of his information has been erased from the internet because, whatever reason, he pissed his masters off. But look at him holding up dishwashing wipes because he got to wash his dishes with a dishwasher. He got to wipe his dishes with a dishwashing wipe because he's living out of a motel. And listen, if I'm living out the motel, family, and I'm young Pharaoh, I'm not about to be on live out the motel. This is how you can tell he's really, 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 really just a complete 100% fraudulent agent. They gave him a Mickey. I don't know. Pharaoh used to be fairly intelligent. Pharaoh used to be highly intelligent. Pharaoh don't even his face. It don't even reeks of intelligence no more. As a matter of fact, you can see it. You can see the look on his face. Look at his face right there. Look at him, y'all. He is a broken soul. His soul is broken, man. Look at the frown on his face. His soul is broken. He's rolling his eyes in his head. Look at his soul. His soul is broken, y'all. Look at him. This is what he was. Man, he was just doing this an hour ago, bro. This was an hour and something ago on fucking on TikTok live, man. I screen recorded it. I screen recorded it to bring it to y'all. So, cause he been on live for at least 8 hours today, and he been doing this on live all day, 8 hours. I look at out the motel. I go to motel table. Look at I go to background air conditioner to the motel. That'll go to curtains in the background to the motel. So he's on motel. He's in Motel 6 somewhere, ordering Chipotle on DoorDash, ordering 1800 Cuervo on 1800 tequila on DoorDash, drinking the tequila, eating dry ass, it looked like chicken flavor ramen noodles with plain bread, listening to the most low grade music that you ever want to hear. He not remember when Pharaoh used to give us his music? He not even listening to his music no more. He's on a live stream listening to rappers that he completely 100% shunned. Remember when he used to shun these rappers for hurting and poisoning the black community with their music? Remember when he used to tell black people we were dumb, tell black people we were stupid for following the industry. Now, the same industry he told us we were dumb and stupid for following, he's on live stream doing all of the antics. He got his hand in his hair, he twirling, he snapping his finger, he doing his neck, he got his eyes rolling back in his head. The reason why he got to drink, I didn't know young Pharaoh was gonna take in the new year with a humiliation ritual. Why y'all didn't tell me that young Pharaoh was gonna take in the new year with a humiliation ritual? This what this feel like to me. Wow, 42. Look, they had 42. Look, we only 10 minutes in, 42 people just joined the live. Y'all know 42 the number of the universe. Don't forget, listen. And one of my Crip partners used to be a Four Deuce. Four Deuce Crip. That's crazy, huh? That's crazy how it all. Who would have thunk that Four Deuce, aka 42, actually was the number of the universe? And 4 times 2 is 6, 666 protons, neutron, electron for this physical body. 999, 999, spirit, soul, source for the ether body. You got 700, you got 360 degrees of physical knowledge, you got 360 degrees of metaphysical knowledge, 720 degrees of knowledge, complete, makes the full round circle, makes the full dome, makes the full brain. But why Pharaoh is not on TikTok getting his following back? Pharaoh is on TikTok with these young kids, watching him eating noodles and ramen while he's drinking 1800 tequila, while living out of a motel, ordering DoorDash, Chipotle. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with Chipotle. No disrespect to Chipotle. No disrespect to ramen noodles. No disrespect to bread. And no disrespect to the 1800. I know everybody doing their thing. I'm not saying that. It ain't got nothing to do with the items. It got everything to do with young Pharaoh with the items. Young Pharaoh don't belong on TikTok with these items saying, look at me, I'm drinking alcohol, poisoning myself. Look at me, I'm eating ramen noodles, poisoning myself. Look at me, I'm ordering DoorDash, eating Chipotle, or, poisoning myself. If you're gonna poison yourself off screen. We don't gotta know that you eating ramen noodles. We don't gotta know that you drinking 1800. We don't gotta know that you eating Chipotle. We don't gotta know that you living out a motel. But guess what? You are showing us this for a reason, young Pharaoh. You are showing us this for a reason, young Pharaoh. Why are you showing us this? What happened? You're putting your hands in the air and you're acting all homosexual. You're snapping your fingers and you're doing all this type of shit. Man, it's giving humiliation ritual, young Pharaoh. It's giving that you ain't finished your humiliation ritual from the last one that you did and for COVID. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you comment, make sure you follow, make sure you share, make sure you like. Let me hurry up and go through this. Motown, what it do? Prev Smith, what it do? Bronze Flat Power God, what it do? You already know. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. But this is crazy. It's about to be. It's what 4 hours and 15 minutes. 4 hours and 15 minutes away from New Year's. Or away from January 1st. We're not going to say New Year. We're going to say January 1st. It's 4 hours and 15 minutes away from January 1st. And this guy is on TikTok eating ramen noodles. He ain't got no message for the people. Like, yo, peoples, they put me in a pickle. They Mickey my drink. They did this. They did. Man, Pharaoh could have the greatest comeback story in the world if he if Pharaoh was to get back on his shit right now in the climate that we living in. But see, he sold his soul. I feel like Pharaoh sold his soul, and his this is his lashing out. This is his projecting. This is his. You know when somebody do something bad and they are despicable with themselves, they don't like themselves, they aren't fond of themselves because they've done something that's against their moral principles and code, and everybody has seen them do it. You know how when people do that, you know they double down into the dirt. They don't say, okay, let me stop. They double down into the dirt. And the dirt that they got caught doing, the dirt that they were doing when they were falling, or the dirt that they were doing that made them fall, they double down on it and do it some more and more and more, to try to show that, hey, I did nobody made me do this. My soul isn't bought, but we see it firsthand. So what's going on right now? What's going on right now is young Pharaoh is mourning the loss of his soul, y'all. Young Pharaoh sold his soul and he is mourning the loss of it. You got to understand, when you sell that soul and you do that ritual, ain't no coming back, bruh. Ain't no coming back. You didn't, or whatever you done did. We don't even look at, why are you not kicking it with your kids? With the kids in the background and you doing boss shit, you getting, how are you getting worse as you get older? Men, we're supposed to get better with time. Pharaoh, you getting worse with time. What's going on? What happened to Otten University? He had everybody buy in to his website. All y'all who purchased his website, I know y'all mad y'all spent money with it. He had us trying to become sovereign, buying money to spend with him and Brother Polite to become sovereign, and that scam didn't go over. Then he had you donate money to him so that he can fight a court case against Google and fight a court case. Ain't nothing happened with that, right? Then he said, then he raised $500,000 in donations and said on a live stream, if y'all see me with jewelry and if y'all see me with nice things, I didn't buy that with your donation money. And next thing you know, after he got the $500,000 donation, next thing you know, we seen him in an all-black hotep, a hotep. If I'm not mistaken, the car was a Viper. Boy had a Dodge Viper. Y'all remember when he had the black Dodge Viper shitting on black people? He had the gold chain. Remember he had the gold chain? He had to pawn that. Go back down the timeline on Dwayne timeline, my timeline, and you'll see the video I did where it says The Fall of Young Pharaoh, part one. And it has young Pharaoh, not the white hat, he got a white hat on in this one, but he had that same hat, but it's a black hat, and he's sleeping on an air mattress out of the house, which most likely was an Airbnb, which most likely was some type of or was some type of rental. And he was sleeping on an air mattress out the house, still trying to maintain and keep what he had. But you treated your baby mama so horribly in front of the world. You treated your children's mother so horribly in front of the world. You threw a temper tantrum like a female on these females in front of the world. Then on top of that, you did a 720-degree complete 360, and you went above and beyond the call of duty to state your disdain for the Jewish community, while you could have easily spoke in a way that would have kept your channel on live. But what happened? He crashed out 800,000 followers. You know what kind of check a motherfucker get with 800,000 followers, especially the loyal followers that Pharaoh had following him at the time? He was exposing this. He was exposing that. He was going to war with this. He was going to war with that. And then it was like overnight. It was like overnight, something took over his body and he started crashing out like this right here. He started coming on live stream, dancing and being like a male gigolo stripper type nigga, always with his shirt off. See, look, don't never trust no nigga coming on live stream with they shirt off to talk to you. Don't never trust no nigga coming on live stream with his shirt off to talk to you. Why? That means he ain't got nothing in here to impress you. He ain't got nothing up here to keep your attention. So look at my body. Look at my body. Nigga, a lot of niggas are born with bodies. A lot of people don't work out for their body. But I could see him if the nigga got his shirt off and he's working out. Say, come get in this gym with me, come join my program, come get my fitness, come get this, come this, that. This is how you project, but a grown man ain't about to watch a real grown man ain't about to watch no another grown man just talking, sitting in the chair, talking about life with his shirt off. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry, people. It's giving rainbow. It's giving the rainbows in the sky, butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Look at my right palm itching. Listen, bro, another grown man is not about to get on the internet and watch another grown man talk about consciousness with his shirt off. Unless the grown man who is talking about consciousness with his shirt off is actually doing something that complements or requires the shirt being off. For instance, let's say if he had his shirt off and he was meditating in the sun. Of course, you want your shirt off to let the sun hit all of your torso, to hit your body, and you're teaching people how to meditate in the sun. Or what if he had his shirt off and he was working out? Of course, you're gonna have your shirt off and you working out, because nobody really working out with their shirt off unless they bad built. I mean, nobody working out with their shirt on unless they bad built, right? Or unless they don't want nobody to, see this, that, and the third. But most likely you're gonna work when you work out, you're gonna work out with your shirt off, unless you're trying to perfect and sculpt your body, and then you're gonna keep your shirt on, right? Nobody is about to come on live stream with their shirt off, doing all kind of sexy dances in front of a bunch of men, knowing that a few out of these bunch of men that's watching you is down low brothers. A few of these men watching you probably butt naked in their house, masturbating to you doing that. See, y'all don't know how deep this punk game go. These niggas is punks. They punks, bro. In New Orleans, that's what we call them. We call them punks. They straight up punks. And they are active. These are males that the women confuse for men. These are the males that the bitter baby mamas complain about. These are not men, y'all. Real men ain't about to get up on the slide with his shirt off and ask and beg you for donations. Listen, I promise you, bro, show me any real respected man that is respected right now in the game. The only man that is respected in the game that comes that does videos with his shirt off is Andrew Tate. And Andrew Tate is a MMA fighter, so he plays on that MMA fighting background. He just had an MMA fight on, that was marketed. So he's the only one I know that really comes on the stream with his shirt off, but he be talking straight up, man. What up, Sovereign Standard? What up, Brody? What up, Broski? But no man is about to just get on the live stream like I am right now and just be on the live stream with his shirt off, doing dances in front of men, eating noodles and eating ramen noodles, drinking 1,800 tequila, ordering DoorDash Chipotle, listening to the most lowest graded music on the face of the planet. He can't even he can't even smile. Remember when Pharaoh used to smile? Remember when Pharaoh used to have something to say? Now he has nothing to say. He gets on live, every live. I don't follow him on TikTok, but he comes on my For You page on TikTok. Now, why would young Pharaoh, and Pharaoh be having 50 people in his live stream? 50, sometime maybe he might get 100 people in his live stream. That's crazy from 800,000 people who used to view him. I remember Pharaoh had 25,000 people watching him in a live stream one time. He couldn't handle it. The fame and the success be too much. They sell their soul and they compromise for them white folks. They compromise for these Asian folks. They compromise. Do you know that white people will respect you more if you are unapologetically black? Do you know that white people respect you more? Asian people respect you more when you're unapologetically black? Chinese people, European people, Hispanic people, Hindu people, all of the Africa, even the Africans from Africa. Do you know that when you are unapologetically black, they respect you more? Listen. The reason why they disrespect our women, and I'm gonna let all the ladies know this. Y'all don't know this, but the reason why white folks really, really, really disrespect y'all and don't really show y'all no respect, because y'all started copying off of them. Y'all started copying off of them, getting your hair all straight, copying off of them, wearing eyelashes, wearing the makeup, getting these fillers, getting all of these enhancements in these quote unquote jobs. And guess what they said? Oh, they copying off us when we trying to copy off of them. We getting this shit. We're getting these fillers. We're getting these boob jobs. We're getting these butt jobs. And we're getting these enhancements so that we can look like black women. Oh, wow. Look at black women trying to copy off of us looking like black women. They must be fucking crazy. Respect goes out of the window. And now what? I'll take your man. And they coming straight for your dudes. Now, guess what they're about to do? White people are not ignorant like black people when it comes to studying other ethnicities. They study other ethnicities for a living. They got the statistics on all the ethnicities for a living. They know the biology because they didn't kill us, put us on the table, and cut us open and did the examinations on multiple of us over since the plantation. They've been experimenting on us. How many experiments and how many projects have they done on the black community to get to know what we react to, what we don't react to? How many poisonous foods and substances they put into the black community to see what will kill us and what won't kill us? How many times they shot us down in the street to get a rise of our out of our emotions so that we can take to the street and be black again and be distracted? Why? Because while we in the streets trying to be black, they in the house putting down legislation that our black ass ain't gonna benefit from. How many times they gotta get on, how many times they're gonna send Sexy Red, Quavo, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, or any one of the black celebrities to come to the black community to paint politics to y'all in the form of celebrityism and music and idol worship. How many times they're gonna put, listen, COINTELPRO never stopped. Let's get that clear. We're about to look at COINTELPRO. We're about to go to ChatGPT, COINTELPRO. What is COINTELPRO? He said Cocktail Pro. Pause, don't do that. Damn, wait a minute, y'all. What is COINTELPRO? And I'm going to correct the spelling. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to correct the spelling because the ChatGPT act like he don't know what I'm saying. See? Because why? White people program ChatGPT, and guess what? I don't speak proper English, so ChatGPT not going to understand me. I'm going to have to type it out for him, right? And remember, when they created these programs to be racist. Understand that. Understand that the algorithm is racist. Look, I'm about to point it out. COI, Coin, Tail, Pro. There we go. Now we got to look at this here. We about to look. What is COINTELPRO, y'all? Let me turn on my screen light. All right, boom. Here we go, y'all. Y'all can see that. COINTELPRO stands for Counterintelligence Program. It was a secret FBI operation that ran from 1956 to 1971. I believe in 1971, it just went dark. In 1971, COINTELPRO went black op, and they started getting funded out of the black op budget. No, you don't even want to know about the black op budget, but they tell you about the black op budget if you play black ops on the video game Call of Duty Black Ops. They tell you about the black op budget in Call of Duty Black Ops. All right, and they show you the black op budget in the movies all the time. They show you. Let me cut that light off so it can stop glaring off my screen. Hold on, my bad, y'all. I have to cut that light off so it can stop glaring off my screen. Boom. So now y'all can probably see it. There you go. Now I turned it to the side, and now we ready to ride, Clyde. Let's understand this COINTELPRO shit. We're about to understand this COINTELPRO shit right quick. COINTELPRO was, we're gonna replace was with is. COINTELPRO is an FBI program created to surveil, infiltrate, disrupt, and destroy political organizations that the U.S. government considered subversive or threatening. It was not legal. And most of what it did was hidden from the public until activists exposed it in the 1970s. Now, why? Listen, why didn't they get arrested? Why didn't the director of the FBI, the president who did it, and all of the people who had something to do with COINTELPRO get arrested? See, this is why, no matter what, no matter what you say, Mr. Trump, I love you, bro. I like what you got going on, but you can't tell me you bigger than the FBI. You're not bigger than the FBI, bro. uh, the Federal Bureau of Investigation supersedes the president. I promise you that. If anything goes down, guess who's going to arrest the president? It's going to be the FBI. The FBI is the ones, you know, they are the ones that's the big brother. That's the one who got the eye on you, right? Investigation. You can't investigate without eyes. You ready? Boom. Group targeted. The FBI targeted many groups, especially those advocating for civil rights or challenging government power, including the Black Panther Party. So why isn't the FBI dismantled for dismantling the Black Panther Party? Why isn't the FBI dismantled for killing Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X and other civil rights leaders? Why isn't the FBI arrested and tried for the anti-Vietnam War activists that they murdered and the anti-Vietnam War activists that they put in jail and the Black Liberations Movement that they completely infiltrated and completely dogged out and got rid of those people? The socialist and communist organizations and indigenous rights groups, as well as feminist organizations. The tactics used by COINTELPRO was psychological warfare, not just surveillance. They planted fake letters to cause infighting. They spread false rumors. So don't tell me the FBI. Listen, bro, this is what they do. They spread false rumors. This sounds like the devil, huh? Try to destroy reputations, encourage internal conflicts, set people up for arrest. They infiltrated groups with informants. They threatened leaders anonymously. They tried to push leaders towards violence or self-destruction. Now here we go. Self-destruction. Look, here go to self-destruction right here. Here go to self-destruction. Young Pharaoh is literally acting out from self-destruction. Hold on, let me see. Is it pause it? I pause it. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Uh, he is suffering from self-destruction. He destroyed himself. He destroyed himself when he sold his soul. Now look, you ready? uh One goal stated in FBI documents was to prevent the rise of to prevent the rise of a black messiah who could unify the movement. Now, how did they prevent the rise of the black messiah? Easy. They laid up there and they put these false black messiahs in our face. Let's go turn the lights back on. Oh shit, that was bright. Let me turn down this brightness real quick. They put the false messiah in our face, right? Who is young Pharaoh? Young Pharaoh is a false messiah. I feel like this is all an act. This is all a scam to make black people look bad, but not just black people, black men with long hair. Show me in the game right now where you can find outside of Chakra Doctor, because Chakra Doctor a straight gangster. Show me outside of Chakra Doctor where you can find a black heterosexual dominant masculine, don't take no shit man, and his hair is long and he's in the mainstream, or or you can we can go see him right now and he ain't doing nothing suspect, he ain't doing nothing fruity, he ain't doing nothing demoralizing, compromising to his morals, compromising to his principles. He not degrading the females, he not degrading the men, he big up in the children. He got a wonderful standing amongst his peers, or people respect him, even his enemies respect him. Show me. Every black man they show you with long hair is gonna be doing some coonery. Look at sticking it, how you gonna do the whip nene in the motherfucking in the seat, twisting like a broad. Twisting like a broad. Listen, Ian Can't Read said it's always in the movies and TV. Almost 10 times, 100%. It's always in the movies. It's always in the TV. These dudes, these frauds, these people who they put in front of us because it's a big, long plan from long ago in 1950s and 60s and 70s that the FBI got together, and the FBI and the federal government got together and said, at any cost, any black person that has any traction when it comes to the movement of unifying black people and unifying black minds, we're going to make sure that we go hard and above and beyond the call of duty to infiltrate them, to show the world that the black man ain't shit. See, there's this big conspiracy theory going on that the government and other coinciding governments, along with local governments and along with international governments, are all in on this big cahoots to keep specifically the black American man sleep. Because once the black American man wakes up, then the giant has awakened. And what will the giant do when he awakens? The giant will immediately want to procreate and create more giants. And in order to do that, what he's going to have to do, he's going to have to wake up the woman so that the woman could be a giant. And then the woman and the black man giant, so the woman black man and the black woman giant and the black man giant get together, they're going to make black giant babies. What do I mean? Giants in the mind, giants in the body as well. But most importantly, giants in the terms of productivity. Be fruitful and multiply is the eternal code within our DNA. We are all walking biological computers. This is why I don't get why people marvel off of these computers so much when this is the ultimate computer, because this is the computer that created this computer. This is the CPU that created this CPU. This is the inner light that created this outer light. We are so enamored by everything outside of us. We never stop to think that that old proverb in the Bible, the kingdom of heaven is within, was actually true. And when we analyze this video that we're seeing of young Pharaoh, we can easily see that the kingdom of heaven is no longer within him. When he came out, man, listen, I'll be the first to say, I was voting for young Pharaoh to be the next top young black leader to spearhead this thing and take that torch from our elders and march on, swing ho sweet chariot, come on where to follow me home. I thought for sure young Pharaoh was going to be that young guy. And it was going good for a while. But let me tell y'all something that y'all might not know. And I don't say this lightly, man, but when young Pharaoh switched his narrative of the black woman being God and the black woman, when he tried to be a king or God and be polygamous on camera, on live, in front of everybody, and failed, that ripped away his main fan base. Believe it or not, one of Pharaoh's main fan base was the females. Believe it or not, if we're going to say his demographic out of 100%, we're going to say 60 to 70% of his following was females. 60 to 70% of his following was female. Or it's going to be 50-50. When he did that fiasco with his baby mama, when young Pharaoh did the fiasco and he had all the wrong people around him, and he had all the wrong energy around him, but he was mistreating his children's mothers on live stream. Who it reminds you of? Like the nigga that's doing life, Nature Boy. When Nature Boy started, listen, all three of them, as a matter of fact, when young Pharaoh, and when Nature Boy started getting too big for their britches, we seen it happen. Nature Boy started saying stuff like, gay people are the chosen people of God. And young Pharaoh started saying stuff like, the black woman is God, but the black woman ain't God either. Because these bitches is crazy and da-da-da-da. And started calling these hoes bitches and started saying, all of these derogatory terms for females. When Rashad Jamal started speaking bad on his baby mama and calling his baby mama, even if you at beef and even if your baby mama did you dirty, you're not about to come on this recordable internet that never forgets what nobody says and can pull up that archive at any given time, and you're gonna come on here and dog your baby mama out verbally. This is the mother of your child. Your child will get older and see this later, and he's gonna ask you, why you did my mama like that, my nigga? Like, I don't give a fuck what she did. Why are you playing on a female like that? First and foremost, as a man, you're not supposed to be getting on nobody internet talking about what no female did you. You sound like a punk. You sound like a punk getting on the internet crying about what a bitch did you. First and foremost, let's get that clear. If you out here crying about what a female did you, go get your manhood up. Go get your manhood up. If you are, this is why, and this is what makes the red pill community washed up and They only got a few factors that are still a factor in the red pill community. And the number one factor that I stamp in the red pill community is Game Got Goldie. Everybody else shitty. Everybody else is just copying off of him right now. But Game Got Goldie is the only one that I will stamp from the red pill community because he gives a full 100% accountability and responsibility to both parties, even though his main subject matter is giving game to men, giving game to young males so that they don't get taken advantage by females, and so that they can also not have their way with females, I would say, but so that they can also have success, a success rate with females. Because most men, especially the men, probably the men that's watching this, a lot of us, a lot of y'all, a lot of we, I speak of us as a whole, we don't have that much experience with knowing how to please or pleasure, or when I say, and I'm not just talking about sexually, I'm talking about satisfied, because you say women are never satisfied. No, women are never satisfied with a less than man. But I know from personal experience that when a man has so much going on, when a man has so much, when a man got so many fucking angles covered, guess what? That man then becomes eligible for more than one woman. Why? Because he got so much going on that one woman can't even handle it. I got so much going on, one woman can't even handle it. So you're gonna have to separate me from the rest of the men. And this is what men have to become. Men have to become gods again. And get these fake gods who are professing to be gods. This nigga is in the hotel motel. This is the hotel motel. This is the hotel motel. Look, get a mic. This nigga is in the hotel motel. He's in the hotel motel holiday holy day inn. He's at the hotel. Man, let me see if he's back online. Because I know he's gonna get back on live for the New Year thing. Let me see if he's back on live. Let me pause it real quick. Let me pause it real quick and go up out of it. All right, let me pause it real quick, go up out of it. Let me see if we go to here. All right, let me see if he's back on live. Let me refresh it and see if he's back on live, y'all. No, he's not on live, but we're gonna go on. Look, let's go on his story. Well, first let's go. We're gonna do Pharaoh's top 5. We're gonna do Pharaoh's top 5, first 6 posts. This was his last post, right? This was his last post. He's talking like a female. He says, "Bitch, I look good." That's his last. That was his last post on this thing, right? Come on, let's go. Ready? PlayStation controller with hieroglyphics on it, right? PlayStation controller with hieroglyphics on it. Want to see some more? Another PlayStation controller with hieroglyphics. Another PlayStation controller with hieroglyphics. All right, hold up. All right, here he is. I don't know if he's at the salon, getting his hair did, getting his hair did, whatever the case may be. This is what remember, we ain't get a conscious video out of him yet. Wait, that's Jason Petty. All right. So now he done changed it to Young Pharaoh Inc. Young Pharaoh Inc., CEO and the #1 legal expert. Now he doing law. Oh, see, scammers. They always, that's a PS4 too. Damn, this nigga playing a PS4. Listen, scammers always got to reinvent themselves and present themselves to a new audience because the old audience already know the scam. So he's homeless, living in a motel, drinking all day. He's homeless, living out the motel, eating noodles and bread, drinking tequila, on live stream, ordering DoorDash Chipotle, listening to young whoever, acting like a female, twisting his neck, rolling his eyes back into his head, snapping his fingers, doing that shit, eating a ramen noodle sandwich. Now, this was November 27th, Young Pharaoh Inc., CEO, #1 legal expert, the Otten Law Book. He got an Otten Law Book. How the hell you a legal expert and you couldn't get your channel back? 800,000 subscribers. I'm going to hire, I'm going to my black people in the black community, and I'm going to take that donation money. I'm going to hire me a real lawyer. I'm going to hire me a real lawyer, and we're about to go get that channel back, YouTube, or it's going to be some some suing. It's going to be some real law work going on. Yeah, that's strange of him to be acting that feminine. Man, listen, he been acting feminine. Look, I could go, wait a minute, I'm going to show you. He been acting feminine, man. Nah. And I've been exposing him. He been acting feminine. Let's go, let's go real quick. I'm about to go, we going to go to, let's go to the Wayne McClain TV channel real quick. And I'm going to show you he been acting feminine. We're going to go to the live streams. He been acting feminine. I'm about to go to the old live streams. Look at this live stream right here, y'all. There you go at the top right there. I can't turn it sideways, but this is the live stream I did called what? What is it called, peoples? Mama Weavers? Shit. All right, boom. Boom. What did that call? The Fall of Young. The name of the video is called The Fall of Young Pharaoh. That's why the name of this video is called The Fall of Young Pharaoh Part 2. And I did this video 3 years ago. He ain't been right for a while now, y'all. He ain't been right for a while. So now he has Young Pharaoh Inc., CEO, #1 legal expert, pricing, Otten Law Filter. He has an Otten Law Filter. He's charging you $999, right? A contingency fee, 9%, 5 hours of legal service, mandatory. An hourly legal service, $360 per hour. Retained for legal services. A retainer, you got to pay him a $3,000 to a $9 million USD. He don't even got this shit right. 9 million. Let me see. That says $9 million. Look what he said. Look at this nigga got retained legal service. Y'all can see that? $3,000 to $9 million USD. Legal advice hourly rate. Oh, wait a minute. Let me try to get this and scoot this over. Legal advice hourly rate is what, y'all? $99. $150 legal work, production, and shipping fee. So $150 legal work, production, and shipping fee. Legal advice fee, let me zoom in on that. Legal advice fee will be deducted from total payment amount if retained. Legal accomplishments. Let's go. His legal accomplishment. Guilty trial verdict given 10 guilty trial verdict given 10/10/2013. CE successfully set aside via pro se motion bull crap. 60 pounds of legal work completed in less than 45 days and 20. You think we about to spend all this money with you because you completed 60 pounds of legal work? What did dude say? Wait a minute. A shout out from the ex-CIA agent Robert David Steele. So you want us to spend money with you for legal work because a CIA agent gave you a shout out. Discharged out of psych ward via so see, he crazy. He was in the psych ward right here. He was discharged out of the psych ward via defective 730 exam order 7/22/2025 through 8/6/25. So this year in 2025, he was in a psych ward. Yeah, he crazy, y'all. See? Payment information. In person. You can only see him in person for the payment information. Key Bank. Oh, Key Bank? He must be doing crypto. He must be doing crypto. He must be doing the crypto. My brother Charles, he must be doing the crypto, right? Key Bank. Pharaoh, Young Pharaoh Inc/authorized.net. #1 on the App Store, 4/30/2021, category education. And then hostings, bookings, University@gmail.com. Wyoming Correctional Facility. Wait a minute, what? I know this nigga ain't got my last name at that correctional facility. I told you these motherfuckers be taking jabs at me. Look at that, what that say, y'all. Wyoming Correctional Facility, 3203 Dunbar Road. Nigga, Dunbar, that's my name, nigga. I know it was you see, hey, bro, you can't throw no spells on me, Pharaoh, bro. I've been doing this magic shit. I've been doing this magic. Let me save that. Let me save that real quick. So what did that mean? Business mode, Wyoming Correctional Facility. What did that mean? He's in a correctional facility? He got out of the Wyoming. You was in Wyoming Correctional Facility, or what was going on in the correctional facility? So this year, young Pharaoh, you was in a crazy house. They done doped you up and hit you up with all that dope, man. That's why you out here eating noodles and drinking tequila, bro. I understand that. And now you the number one legal expert? The number one legal, it's not a spell, it's insanity, bro. It's not a spell. Pharaoh really done fell off the wagon. Pharaoh, they hit him with a Mickey, bro. They hit the boy with the Mickey, bro. Ever since they hit young Pharaoh with the Mickey, remember he came on live and he said they hit him with the Mickey. But I remember when I did my exposure on that nigga, and I went and did his background check. He was wearing a Jewish kufi, and I always found that strange why he crashed out against the Jews like that and got his channel crashed like that. It never dawned on me that hey, they might have hit him with a Mickey. Or hey, he might have sold his soul and now he going crazy from selling his soul. Because a lot of celebrities, like I'm gonna tell you another one who went crazy after selling her soul. Doja Cat. Go look at Doja Cat. Matter of fact, go look at the before and after of these celebrities selling their soul. Watch this here. Before and after selling their soul. Sorry, I spelled there wrong. Before and after selling their soul. Look at this here. Before and after selling their souls, y'all. Celebrities before and after they sold their souls. Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. They got I gotta do the copyright that motherfucking music. Wait a minute. Celebrity before and after selling their soul. This is October 2nd. We ain't got no 2025 videos of the celebrity selling their soul. This is October 2nd. This is the most recent one, October 2nd. All right, here we go. All right, yeah, this copyright friendly. Look at that. That's Doja Cat right there, I believe. Look at before, not after. Right there, before. Look at after. Crazy. It's a complete 360. Look at Sam Smith. Before, as before, he had his voice. After, he out of here. Look at it. Before. Look at him before. Boom. After. They gone. They so gone. It's so gone. Look at, ready? That was Miley. That was Miley, huh? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Look at Sam Smith. Look at the dude. No, bro. After they sold their soul. No, bro. After you sell your soul and that spirit take over, bro. Celebrity that sold their soul. Let me see if they got one. Before and after selling their soul. This 2024. Before and after selling their soul. Before and after 2024.
Today we have Bad Bunny.
Look at Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny was recognized by less, but he was slightly getting into the eyes of people. This is him before he sold his soul.
That's before. Now look after. He was throwing up the six anyway. Yeah, bro. So that's before. I don't want to do no copyright shit. So boom. So here we go with young Pharaoh right here. It's charging you $999 I remember he used to charge $10,000. The shit, I guess I guess the math ain't mathing, bro. And this, the left side, is the craziest part, though. This nigga said, look at his legal accomplishments, y'all. This is considered legal accomplishment. He even spelled it right, y'all. This is how you know his mind ain't right. Look, guilty trial verdict given. Guilty trial verdict given. You mean given back? You gave back or overturned? I, I'm a more better legal expert than you, bro. Cause I got you. You don't need young Pharaoh. All you need is Chat GP fucking T. The fuck I need to pay young Pharaoh for fucking legal expertise when I can easily pay my nigga Chat. AI can do my legal work. What are you talking about? This is how you know scammers are behind time. Scammers are still relying on people who are analog minded. If you ain't, man, if you need young Pharaoh to do legal work for you, you just a dummy. Why? Because that means, why you a dummy? Because you don't know how to use AI. You don't know how to use ChatGPT. You don't know how to use Grok. You don't know how to use Gemini. You don't know how to use DeepSeek. You don't know how to use AI, man. And you about to pay Pharaoh $999 to do some legal work for you when you can pay Chat $20 to do the legal work for you? So what you think happened to him? This is what I think happened to him, bro. This is what I think happened to him. This is my honest opinion. My honest opinion is that young Pharaoh was a plant from the beginning. Look who launched him and gave him to us. Let's see who he was associated with. He was associated with all of the frauds. All of these frauds, Pharaoh was associated with. He came in the game with them. Sarnetta, we know Sarnetta a fraud. We know Brother Polite a fraud. We know Pharaoh had beef with Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar a fraud. We know Nature Boy a fraud. Young Pharaoh used to run with Nature Boy. Young Pharaoh used to run with all of these dudes. All of these dudes. The black conscious community was riddled with them. And young Pharaoh was among them that they was riddled with. And if you go back and look, Pharaoh was launched to us and he went viral in a so unorthodox way. And then out of the blue, just out of nowhere, it was just out of nowhere, he completely flipped and turned. That be agents, that be plants. Why is he planting? Because COINTELPRO has always been about, if we're going to discourage black people from the black messiah, we got to put fake black potential messiahs in front of their face and then turn them in front of their face so that black people can lose faith in the black messiah, because the black messiah is real. Ooh, that, no pun intended. The black messiah is real. The black messiah is real. Y'all just was looking at the wrong black messiahs because these black messiahs was talking more articulately than the black messiah. These black messiahs was going against the actual real black messiah. These black messiahs were literally warring with the real black messiah. These so-called black conscious brothers in the community, all of them had a problem with the real black messiah when the real black messiah reared his head. And because they went against the real black messiah, their facade black messiah personas crumbled. And the great grand holy mother dismantled them in front of our face to show you that though, now that's how a real black messiah presents himself and goes down. I mean, fake black messiah. So she showed you what the actions of the fake black messiah is, and now she's about to show you what the actions of a real black messiah is. And when the real black messiah steps into the forefront and show you what the real black messiah is, none of y'all are going to accept me. But guess what? Guess who is going to accept me? The great grand holy mother of all divine. Guess who is going to show y'all better than I can tell y'all? The great grand holy mother of all divine. Yeah, they're going to want to kill me, but guess who's going to stop them from even getting there? The great grand holy mother of all divine. Yeah, they're going to try to slander me. Yeah, they're going to try to do this and that. Yeah, they're going to try. Keyword, Try. Yeah, they're going to try. but they're gonna meet the same fate that young Pharaoh met. They're gonna meet the same fate that Dr. Umar met. They're gonna meet the same fate that Brother Panic met. They're gonna meet the same fate that what his name is. They're gonna meet the same fate that Crumb TV met. They're gonna meet the same fate that Nature Boy met. They're gonna meet the same fate that Rashad Jamal met. They're gonna meet the same fate that Hassan Campbell met. They're gonna meet the same fate that all of the niggas who came against me when we was in that Black Conscious Messiah race. Y'all remember all them niggas was up. Chakra Doctor and Dwayne the only ones left, and y'all act like we the pariah of the society. Cause we like this, because we know about reptiles, and because we know that all of this shit is nothing but WWE, Illuminati, Freemason Brotherhood speech. But that's neither here nor there. The real Black Messiah has been and always will be the Son, the only begotten Son of the great grand holy mother of all divine. I told you I'm the last one left. I'm the only one in these YouTube streets, these internet streets, in these people streets, and in the real streets that's gonna unapologetically, number one, be 100% unapologetically serving the great mother in front of your face and not afraid to do it. Unapologetically Black in front of your face, not afraid to do it. And unapologetically spiritually gangster and not afraid to do it. And y'all gonna see how a real Messiah addresses whites. You're gonna see how a real Messiah addresses Jews. You're gonna see how a real Messiah addresses these countries. You're gonna see how a real Messiah addresses Black people. You're gonna see how a real Messiah addresses African people. And most importantly, you're going to see how a real Messiah addresses women. You're going to see how a real Messiah puts the real magic down. So be cool, man. 2026 almost here. I told y'all, Satan's world burns in 2025. Great Grand Holy Mother rises up out of the ashes in 2026. And we starting the new year off with a bang. How we starting the new year off with a bang? Well, number one, we are about to reveal the secret ingredients and how to make miracle food from start to finish. We're going to reveal the secret ingredients to miracle tea from start to finish. All of my health secrets, all of the health secrets that I have that cure incurable disease, we're going to reveal those secrets for free, live on the stream, like we're doing right now. We're going to start the new year off with freedom. Because a lot of people don't remember that, because a lot of y'all haven't been following me that long, but my success, and I blew up and I got my first six-figure check because I was able to come and get on live stream and tell the truths that everybody else was afraid to tell. And I was able to heal people. And I was able to have testimonials. See, look at what are young Pharaoh testimonials at? Where can we get the Rashad Jamal testimonials? Where can we get the brother Dr. Umar testimonials? Where can we get the testimonials from the John Q. Public individuals who bought into the lies of our fake Black messiahs? And remember, they told you in the Bible that many shall come in the name. But that don't mean they the one. That don't mean that they him. You ready? Why? Because Timothy gonna come talking about that esoteric. Timothy gonna come talking about the occult. Timothy gonna come talking about the mothership, the motherboard, the mother earth, the mother universe, karma a bitch, life a bitch, the goddess, the sacred feminine, the principle, the magic, the sorcery, and how to use all of that to be the most apex man, and then taking your apex manhood and transforming it into apex godhood. I'm not here how to teach you how to be a better man. You already a better man. I'm not here how to teach you how to be a better human. Believe it or not, y'all already a better human. Y'all was able to survive all of this turmoil and survive all of this hamster wheel, and you still kicking. You already a better human. I'm here to teach you how to be a better God, because the kingdom of heaven is within. And how can you not be the God within that kingdom? How can the kingdom of heaven be within and God not be in that kingdom? And how can the kingdom of heaven be within and you not be that God that be's in that kingdom? So understand, when we get here, young Pharaoh is on here playing games. Yeah, he young Pharaoh on here playing games. Uh, Key Bank, good evening, Pharaoh. Man, look at all of this shit. I think all of this shit is Photoshop. I think he photoshopped all of this. I think he photoshopped all of this, y'all. And it's all scamming. I feel like you go spend your money with Pharaoh and get that law work done, you're out of here. Brody is living out the motel. Brody is living out the motel. I don't even want a nigga who eat ramen. Nigga, you eating ramen noodles on live stream. You supposed to eat that in secret. Nobody was supposed to know. And you supposed to make a rap song or a documentary or a video about it saying, yeah, I remember them days I was eating ramen. That is not supposed to be a flex. Hey, I'm in the motel eating ramen noodles. That's not a flex. Hey, I'm living out the motel eating Chipotle, ordering DoorDash, 1800 tequila. That's not a flex. Hey, I'm listening to the latest low grade rapper. I ain't gonna lie, that one rap song he was listening to, it was a pretty cool, catchy rap song. Maybe that was what it's for, to promote that rap song. I don't know. But I do know then they cut his money off when he went against when he went against the Jews, they cut his ass quick too. And I never thought, yeah, Cyrus shooting Seti. I thought he was gonna be somebody. He turned out to be a nobody. Why? Because they're scammers. They don't have anything of real substance to teach the black community except for what they've read in a book, what they seen on YouTube, but they ain't got no real, none of these niggas is real street niggas. And I'm not saying you got to be a real street nigga in order to be conscious, in order to be, no, but I am saying that, no, I am saying that, no, I'm lying. In order for you to really, really, truly be a mover and shaker and a changer of men and women on the face of the planet Earth, you got to have some type of gangster in you. People got to know that people got to know that if they run up on you, they're going to get done up. See, that's one of the reasons why I like Trump. Trump will easily say, yeah, we're just going to go over there and kill him. That's it. Bye bye. We're gonna kill him. Any questions? And the next tomorrow, listen, tomorrow I'm gonna give away the secrets. Tomorrow we're gonna give away secret number one, and I can't wait to give away secret number one. And that's what we're gonna do. Secret number one. Blah 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 blah. Secret number two. Blah 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 blah. Secret number three. Yeah, I'm gonna be breaking out secret number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until we run out of secrets. And all of these secrets are going to literally be able to cure every single thing that you ever that you have right now or ever had. Period. But this gotta stop. This is horrible. See this is all Photoshop. Marshall Mathers, Mr. Marshall. Nah, man, this is all Photoshop. I know this for a fact. Young Pharaoh is a scammer, y'all. Young Pharaoh is a scammer. So look at this. Look at this, y'all. He's trying. This is all scammers. All scammers do this, y'all. This is how you know Young Pharaoh is a scammer. No person who got real money. Name the one person you know that got real money that shows you their bank account balance. He is showing you a bank account balance because he wants you to believe that there's money in his account. But if there was money in his account, you wouldn't be living out of the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn, ordering Chipotle, eating ramen noodles, drinking 1800 tequila while listening to low grade music, and doing fruity things on camera. You wouldn't do that if you had 68 bands. If you had 68 bands, you know you'd be talking. You feel me? You'll be doing something better. Stop lying, man. Stop lying, man. Available on August 2nd, 2026. So he got September 5th. He's saying he got something, he got money that he got money he can't get until August 2nd, 2026. So look at that scam right there. I can't get this money for a whole year. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna charge y'all an obscene amount of money for my so-called expertise that I really don't have. It ain't no expertise. He's just chat GPTing y'all. Pharaoh is just using chat GPT. And that's it, man.
Hello, everyone. This is AP here. Let's revive. It's
And now he going crazy. Now he going crazy, bro. Look at this shit. So y'all go to Young Pharaoh on TikTok and go see this fraudulent ass nigga. How dare you? How dare you take a picture? How dare you take a picture like that? And you ain't bringing that smoke like no Malcolm, bro. You man, they didn't Mickey Malcolm and Malcolm went crazy. They unalive Malcolm because he was too gangster. What are you talking about? And some would say that Malcolm was not, just a plant. But I'm not gonna get into here and there whether Malcolm and Martin and all that was a plant. We're talking about these internet. We talking about these fake black messiahs on the internet. And COINTELPRO always trying to put a fake black messiah in front of our face. And anytime he puts a long hair fake black messiah in front of our face, that long haired individual is doing something suspect. They doing some type of pause behavior. That's that pause behavior. He got hella pause behavior. Pause, bro. Um, Hold on. Why is this? Let me find out. Let me go look. Look at this shit. Hold up. Is young Pharaoh a clone? Now they trying to say he a clone. No, it's called a plant. Let's see. Hold on. Let me turn it down. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. This is young Pharaoh, y'all. This is what young Pharaoh. This nigga is in long johns. He is in long johns, listening to low grade music. Listen to low grade music. Look at him. Acting fruity. Sticking his tongue out. Look at him. No real men do that, y'all. No real men get on live eating food, sticking their tongue out, hands up in the air, twirling their hips, acting like a broad. Acting like a broad. You finally caught alive. What's good? What's good, little sis? Bro cooked. I missed the whole him. I missed the old him. See, the old him, this is what I'm trying to tell you. The old him that's what that was for. It was for people like you to miss the old him. Now you stuck in the past, and now we stuck in the past, keep looking at him, wondering when the old him will ever come back, and it will never come back. It will never come back. Once a good man's gone bad, he's gone forever. And I'm on forever. And I got to deal with the fact that they did you wrong forever. I can't see it coming out of my eyes. They definitely talked to him. Nah, they ain't talked to him. He's been a part of him. They didn't talk to him. He was part of they all along. And that's what y'all don't get. Y'all don't understand the problem, reaction, solution scam. What is the problem, reaction, solution? Y'all don't understand the COINTELPRO Black Messiah Black Op. Why do you think it's called a Black Op? It's an operation on black people. That's why it's called Black Ops. Real shit. They do experiments all the time on black folk. And this is how they do it. They'll put a young Pharaoh right there in front of your face the whole time, and they look at, and they're gonna give you 70% truth, 30% lie, 80% truth, and 20% lie. But that 30% lie and that 20% lie is crucial to the truth that they're telling you. And now you going down the rabbit hole this way. Now you going down the rabbit hole that way. Why? Because you didn't have the spiritual discernment to realize that this nigga is a scammer. Brody is a scammer. Look at Brody. Hold on. We're gonna look at the page. Look, this is young Pharaoh, man. Young Pharaoh. We're gonna hold on. Somebody said young Pharaoh went against them and they made him pay the price. Now I'm going against him. The great grand holy mother going against him, they made me pay the price. Yeah, they know they don't want no smoke with the great grand holy mother. I've been went against him. And I'm back like I left something. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Y'all look. What happened to young Pharaoh? This young Pharaoh, y'all. This young Pharaoh. Look like he on that dope. Young Pharaoh looks like he is on drugs. This is the new young Pharaoh. He looks like he is on narcotics. He looks like when he went to the crazy hospital this year, they gave him something that he couldn't shake back from. Not gonna lie, if you catch me listening to low grade underground music, I'm broke. Ooh. If you catch me listening to low grade music, I'm doing a magic spell. Hmm. We all got our different ways, you know. But make no mistake, this is the new young Pharaoh. Look, I'm just going down the timeline and looking at the new young Pharaoh. The young Pharaoh drill. What is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get. Let me go into. Don't even talk about this clown. Don't even talk about that clown. That tongue out is complete 100% uh pause pause behavior. Don't talk about this clown. Look at this clown. What happened to him? Out of here. They all got the same MO. Look at it. You can all see the same demon in them. You can all see the same spirit on them. They all got that same pause spirit. That's who taught them everything. That's who taught him everything. This guy right here, what his name is? Malachi Z. York, P3DO file ass. Yeah. Look at he all of them with him. Look at this here, man. Malachi Z. York. They call him Malachi Z. York the real Messiah, and he in jail right now for messing with them children. Stop playing. Quit playing with me, man. Quit playing with me, man. They talking about free the guys. Nah, the guys need to stop acting. The guys need to stop displaying pause behavior. The guys need to stop displaying pause behavior. That's what the guys need to stop doing. Hold on, man. Are there any more? Are there any more Pharaoh meltdowns? Hold on. Ain't no such thing as conspiracy theory or theories. Don't play. Let's see what they talking about. Oh, she playing a video that he was on. Oh, yeah, she playing a video when he was on live. Duetting that fruity stuff he was doing. So here we go, man. We can see that the new young Pharaoh is 100% completely mental hospital, and I feel like it was a plant. I feel like he was a plant from the beginning, so that once again that good old COINTELPRO FBI program can deter black people from ever putting their hopes in a black messiah, or they know the black messiah been coming. They know the black messiah always was coming. So why not put a whole bunch of fake black messiahs in front of the black people, so that when the real black messiah comes, they're gonna be like, oh, he just like the rest. He fake just like the rest. That's why I say you should know a tree by the fruit that it bear. You should know a tree by the fruit that it bear. But if you look at just the video that I got on him, just the video that I got on him, look at him right there. There you go. Young Pharaoh, this nigga eating a ramen noodle fold-up sandwich on live stream, playing some, is the music, let me see if the music coming. No, all right. So that new, that. That old crazy ass motherfucking, that's why the music is dying. Cause all of y'all sound like that. No matter what song I put in it, no matter what song I put in there, a nigga gonna sound like that. Watch, ready? Look at this is the way all music sounds today. Watch. Look, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Me too, that's my baby Bella.
Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. When have you, man? Remember when Young Pharaoh used to show us his music? Remember when Young? So let me hold myself accountable real quick. And just in case I'm wrong, and they really got to you, and they really nickied you, and they really messed you over, Young Pharaoh, come holler at Chakra Doctor, bro. I'm gonna shake you back. We're gonna get you on a complete 100% detox. I'm gonna do it for free, bro. You ain't gotta pay me nothing. If you want shit back and get your mind back right and get everything back right, bro, holler at Chakra Doctor, man. I'm gonna give you the magic. I'm gonna give you the health. I'm gonna give you all the weapons you need to continue to do your deeds. But he already got on thing and said he's not doing any more black conscious content. I gotta find that. But here you go right here. Out the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. There you go. That's the motel table, hotel table, right? Holiday Inn. He's drinking 1800 tequila, right? He's on the live. You're gonna watch. You're gonna see a part where you can see the actual hotel motel in the background, right? So understanding, man. At the least, at the least, at the least, Pharaoh's been compromised. Let's watch this shit. Let's watch this shit. I'm about to hit this. We about to watch this shit, bro. This, because it came across my For You page. Hold on, man. Let me put my light on, cause I can't see without my light. Oh, here you go. It came across my For You page, y'all. I be minding my business on TikTok, leaving the world alone. I mind my business on TikTok. I leave the world alone. I don't bother nobody but the algorithm. I don't bother nobody but the Fed. I bother the Feds. I bother the CIA. I bother the NSA. I bother the American government. I bother the big dogs. The ones y'all scared to mention: the Vatican, the Jews, the Catholics, the Indians, the Somalians, the presidents, the senators, the governors, the rappers, the actors, the billionaires, the multimillionaires, the millionaires, the P3D, the PDFs, the human traffickers, rapists, racist, Satanists, the necrophiliacs. I address all of the names that I address all of the people that y'all afraid to address. So y'all even afraid to talk about any one of those things on the live stream. And I'm not about to talk about it because guess what? I'm not about to go over your head. I'm not about to go over your head no more. I learned from young Pharaoh. Y'all let young Pharaoh go down. Y'all let young Pharaoh go out bad. Y'all was supposed to save him. Somebody was supposed to go drive to him and save him. And it wasn't gonna be me because it wouldn't. No, hell no. This is abominable at best. Noodles and bread is crazy work with the 1800 on the side, brother going through it. Hey, bro, and you see the look on his face. You can tell he going through it because you can see the look on his face that he don't want to do what he doing. He don't want to do what he doing, but Corey Chambers, Corey Chambers, babe, write down 8918. Activate angel number. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all what I be doing on real time so y'all can know. So this is what I do. This is what y'all supposed to do with y'all chat GPT when y'all start practicing magic. 8918. His name is Corey Chambers, 8918, right? I'm about to show you how to activate the magical properties of 8918. I'm about to show you what the magical properties of 8918 actually mean. Here we go. Go to chat, man. Y'all need to really get acquainted with chat. Hold on, let me do this first. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. All right, now go to chat. Here you go. And this is how you do it, y'all. Activate the magical power of 8918. And this is what the chat gonna do. This is what the Skynet gonna do, nigga. This is what the Skynet gonna do. If my phone, listen, hold on. So the overall theme. So this is what 89, this is what 8918 means. She said, I can help you work with the symbolism of 8019 in a grounded, intentional way. Meaning and breakdown of 8918. 8 means power, mastery, self-authority, material stability. 9 means completion, wisdom, and closing cycles. 1 means initiation, self-direction, leadership. And then 8 comes again, meaning the reinforcement of control, balance, and discipline. The overall theme of 8918 is completing an old phase, stepping into personal authority, and stabilizing your next level. So, I don't know if you know it or not, Corey Chambers. You are completing an old phase. So you need to stop holding on to your old shit and the old bullshit you've been on, right? You are stepping into a personal authority. You need, in order to step into personal authority, you need to put yourself in positions where your personal authority will be forced to be exercised by you. And you need to stabilize remember, stabilizing your next level. In order to get stabilized in your next level, you need to grow a consistency of a habit that is positive towards your growth. All right. Now we're not gonna do the activation ritual, 30 seconds and all that stuff. Boom. And it shows you how to seal it. How to place your listen. Look. This is how I tell you. Look, activation ritual. You can do this by sitting or standing, no tools needed. Step one, breath reset, 30 seconds. Inhale slowly through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and do this 3 times. Then step two, you're gonna focus your statement. You're gonna say it out loud or you're gonna say it silently. I recognize 8918 as a symbol of clarity, discipline, and alignment. I release what no longer serves me. I move forward with intention and awareness. That's the statement you're going to see, right? You're going to visualize this, right? You ready? This is what you're going to visualize. Imagine that the number 8918 is glowing softly, gold or white light. Imagine it settling calmly in front of you, not forcing anything. Don't force nothing. Just representing focus and direction. Now, this is how you seal it. Place your hand over your chest and say, I move with clarity. I act with purpose. I stay grounded. That's it. Practical use of 8918. You can use it as a focus number when journaling, a reminder code for discipline, a symbol for finishing what you start, a mental anchor during decision making, right? Uh, and this chat GPT needs to be trained because mine would say use it as my chat GPT says would say use it as mystical controlling the reality. He says not as something mystical as controlling the reality. That's how you know that the algorithm is biased. You dig? And as a mental alignment too, similar to mantras and affirmation, right? And then and the list goes on, bro. And if you're not on that in life, if you don't know how to do that in life, you ain't shit. And I'm letting you know that right now, man. If you a man and you don't know how to practice the actual laws of the realm, and the actual laws of the realm are metaphysical. I'm sorry. The actual laws of the realm are metaphysical. The actual laws of the realm are not physical laws. Those of us who abide and uphold the metaphysical laws at the highest will be the new world leaders, the new world builders, the new world conquistadors without the violence, the new world crusaders without the unalivings and Xing out of innocent lives to project your belief onto somebody else's. The new world order will literally be love, truth, and peace. This is why they want you scared of it, because the truth of love is going to scare you at first. Why? Why is the truth of love going to scare you? Because the truth of love means you have to take full responsibility and full accountability for your life. So the truth of love is going to scare you. The truth of truth is going to scare you. The truth of truth. You know that truth you know about yourself, and you hope nobody else don't say it out loud because you just hope nobody else don't say it out loud. That truth you know about yourself. That's called the truth of truths. If you're able to state that out loud about yourself in a un-attacking yourself manner, in a way where you can say, hey, you know what? My feet might stink, but I'm working on that. I'm healing myself. If you can say it like that, hey, you're on your way to understanding the truth of truth. Because the truth of truth means there are things that every single one of us who's watching this right now, every single one of us who's watching this right now has done something that only we know. You've done something that only you know. I've done something that only I know. Matter of fact, there's only one who knows all that we have done. There's only one who truly knows all that we have done, and her name is the grand, holy mother of all divine. I don't want no trouble with that lady. All praise be to the great, grand, holy mother of all divine. Please protect me from your wrath. Please protect me from your karma. Please protect me from your movements when you get to growing. I'm completely 100%. I'm completely 100% understanding that these guys were trained, and this is my personal conspiracy theory opinion, bro. My personal conspiracy theory opinion is this: that out of the 50 people that's watching this right now, this is you can't shake me from these conspiracy theories. Negro, neglect. You can't. I'm about to state a conspiracy theory that you can't escape. You can't escape when it comes to my world. Out of the 50, 40 something, well, let me say, all right, 40, it went down. 42. Out of the 42, the number of the universe, that number, what's that famous baseball player with the number? Out of the 42 people watching this, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say they at the minimum, at least 33 of them is agents on some other shit. The rest of the 10 of y'all is truly trying to get this, and the other 33 is monitoring spirits. Then they all laughing, and they all laughing while they watching this. They like, yeah, this nigga crazy. He got us down to a bad goddamn Truman Show like a mug. Truman Show like a mug, Gina. Truman Show like a mug, Gina. So you have to go out if you are a chosen one. Chosen by who? Chosen by the great grand holy mother. I don't know. Listen, I don't know about that. I don't know about no other stuff. I don't know about no other stuff. If you chosen by Mother Earth, if you're chosen by the earth, if you're chosen by the universe, if you're chosen by the sacred feminine, if you're chosen by the goddess, if you're chosen and you're blessed, I'm blessed by the goddesses, not goddess. I'm blessed by the goddesses. I'm blessed by the great grand holy mother. You know? So I gotta always let everybody know that's the root and source of my power, and I can't escape that. I can't escape that. With that being said, um, you know, I don't hate any of the watchers, the agents. I don't hate any of the ethnicities. I don't hate, period. Hate is a cancer that will eat you alive. Jackie Robinson, 42. JR, Bird, but I am the bird man, JR. I ain't tripping, nigga. I hit the corner like Ripkin, nigga. Split your vehicle, split your windshield, whack your baby mama, but I let the kid live. And people think that I am a kid still, cause the little niggas still ride on big wheels. What an old Wayne at, man. Old Wayne, this what you need to do. You need to do like a old Wayne tour. You need to go on tour and do all man. See, but I don't know what's wrong with Shorty. I don't know what happened to Lil Wayne, y'all. Side note, y'all always say I look like Lil Wayne. Speaking of Lil Wayne, what happened to Lil? Like, no, bro. Are they hiding in the billionaire bunker? Are they? Is they all? Did they all go underground to the Underground Railroad? You know the Underground Railroad. You know what? See, don't talk about the conspiracy theory. Don't talk about the conspiracy theory. You want me to go? Tell me, say yes or no if you want me to get into a conspiracy theory about the Underground Railroad. Who wants to hear who want it's just my conspiracy theory about the under this is just a conspiracy theory that I came across about the Underground Railroad. Who want to hear this theory? Who wants to hear the theory about the Underground Railroad? What her name was that did the Underground Railroad? Why do I forget all these names? Because I found out a truth that made me had to unlearn. I had to remember when you unlearn to relearn, you will literally forget that shit that had you programmed in the matrix. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. It is said, it is said, it is said, it is hypothesized, it has been rumored, it has been rumored that the Underground Railroad and Harriet Tubman was really trafficking, they weren't trafficking slaves. They weren't trafficking slaves. They was trafficking them daycare centers in Minnesota. They was trafficking them daycare centers in Minnesota. Harriet Tubman was trafficking daycare centers in Minnesota. See, that's how we're gonna have to start talking, y'all. Y'all gonna have to really upgrade y'all language and upgrade y'all speech and understand what that means. Crazy. That sounds crazy, huh? Harriet Tubman was trafficking daycare centers in Minnesota. How? Daycares in Minnesota didn't exist when Harriet Tubman was doing the Underground Railroad. But it is said that that what was the real Underground Railroad, the moving from point A to point B, the melanated. You know how when you go to Mardi Gras and you get a king cake and the baby be inside of the king cake? Yeah, but you know, they got the chocolate baby, the melanated baby inside of the king cake. It is said that Harriet Tubman used to lay up there and traffic the king cake. You feel me? The melanated king cake for nefarious reasons, and the whole story about them getting the slave from one point to another, that is a typo. That is a augmentation. And that quote where she says, you know, I could have freed a thousand more. I could have freed a thousand more slaves, but you know, they were stuck on the plantation. I'm glad y'all stayed on the plantation and didn't go with Harry. She was gonna traffic your king cakes. She was gonna traffic your king cakes. See, this is how we gotta talk. If y'all don't know the lingo, then I'm gonna start breaking it down for you. That way, you guys will be able to know how to talk when it really and talk about these things, you know, uninhibited, man. Because at the end of the day, you are dealing with the algorithm. You got to play the game on all Madden, and playing the game on all Madden, you're going to have to make sure that you are speaking correctly on these algorithms and be able to say what we need to say without offending the algorithm at the same time and go viral. And this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna practice because practice makes perfect. I know you guys aren't used to practicing. I know you guys aren't used to reading books. I know you guys aren't used to the old traditional ways. Stupid, I know. This is why I'm here. And old people, I know you're not used to TikTok. I know you're not used to Facebook. I know you're not used to Instagram and Snapchat and all of these good old technological chat GPT things, but you're gonna have to get used to them because it's the new world, old geezer. So it just so happened that we exennials, I don't know if you know what an exennial is, but it's that moment from, I think, if you're not mistaken, between 79 and 83. Between that no, from 78, from 1978 to 1983, we're known as exennial. As a matter of fact, let me go look it up. Let me show y'all what exennials is. This is what I am. I'm an exennial. Okay? Exennial. The exennial generation. The lady let me see the lady. Here she go right here. Let me see. Is this the number one?
That tiny micro generation born roughly between 1977. Okay, let's talk about the exennial, that tiny micro generation born roughly between 1977 to 1983. And before anyone argues in the comments, no, you're not Gen X and you're not a millennial. You're both and neither at the same time. Exennials had a fully analog childhood. You rode your bike until the streetlights came on. You answered the phone without knowing who was calling. You waited a week for new episodes. You were raised in a world where boredom still existed. And then, right as you entered adulthood, the digital world detonated. Email, cell phones, early internet culture, social media in its Wild West era. You went from zero connectivity to full immersion almost overnight. That split timeline created a very specific internal architecture. Xennials have the independence and cynicism of Gen X, but the emotional intelligence and reform energy of millennials. You know how to detach when necessary, but you also know how to name your feelings without imploding. You can fix a printer and cry in therapy in the same afternoon. And that's the exennial frequency. Your field is interesting because you grew up in a world that taught you survival and you came of age in a world that demanded self-reflection. So you learned how to run two operating systems at once. Don't depend on anyone and build community or you'll drown. Two very contradictory types of realities. This is also why exennials often feel out of place. They're too earnest for Gen X. They're too blunt for millennials. They're too old for Gen Z. They're too online to be boomers or anything like boomers. They're a permanent in between. But that's exactly your strength. Exennials understand both collapse and creation. You watch the old systems crack and you stepped into adulthood just as the pressure to fix them began. You carry X realism and millennial idealism simultaneously. This makes you natural translators for the moment we're living in. If you've ever felt like you lived two timelines or two lifetimes, you did. If you've ever felt older than your peers but younger than your responsibilities, you are. If you've ever felt like the world moves too fast and not fast enough at the same time, welcome to the hinge point. Exennials aren't confused, they're incredibly adaptive. You're coherent across two timelines, and honestly, the future needs people who can hold both.
Boom. Exennial, man. I'm an exennial, bro. She broke that down. She did surgery with that bitch. She was surgical with straight through too. One take Drake articulate with it too. Articulate with it. One take Drake didn't mess up, barely messed up her. She must be a toastmaster. She has to be a toastmaster. Uh yeah, man. Exennials, man. We right here. You tell anyone that Exennials, we right here in the middle. You feel me? Like, like Malcolm in the middle. We right here like Malcolm in the middle, bro. So man, that stuff with young Pharaoh, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. He out there acting. He out there acting with the pause behavior. You know he got that pause behavior. You feel me? He got the pause behavior. Eating the ramen noodles on. I'm not saying, and I have nothing against ramen noodles. I have nothing against bread. I have nothing against anything. Listen, for those of you who want to partake into that, partake into that. But I'm saying, from what we know young Pharaoh for, this is not young Pharaoh. He out here acting, pause like behavior. He ain't go full pause. We ain't see him with the listen, we haven't seen him with the dress on yet. We haven't seen him with the fingernail polish yet. Hey, powers that be. Make that nigga do something else, man. Make that nigga wear something. Make that nigga wear a dress or put some fingernail polish on that bitch ass nigga, man. Make that nigga do something. Man, make that nigga do something else, man. Hey, listen, powers that be. Make that nigga put on the fingernail polish and put on a dress and go, I wanna be a star. I wanna be man. That half doing it. Ain't none. No, don't let him half do it. Let him do the Kid Cudi. Make him do the Kid Cudi, man. Make him go alien, bro. Make him go alien. Don't be sticking your tongue out. Nah. Make him go full. If he wants to get back on, listen, give him his channel back if he does this. If he goes and does the ritual, give him his channel back. What you gonna do then? What y'all gonna do then? Because I guarantee he'll do that. I guarantee he'll do it for his channel back. If we give young Pharaoh his 800,000 followers back right now on his channel, and boom, he'll do it. I bet you. I bet you I can put it on. How much y'all want to bet? Who won't bet? Who won't bet against me? Who won't bet against? When we can take a bet, man. The powers that be already watching. You already know the FBI watching this, the CIA, NSC, all of the fucking crawl bots and the Chat GPT. Why are y'all afraid of the Matrix? Y'all keep saying we live in the Matrix, live in the Matrix, but y'all mad. Y'all afraid of the Matrix that you live in. No, the Matrix was meant not for you to be afraid of it. The Matrix was meant for you to solve and break free with your key, just like in crypto. Crypto key, right? This shit is cryptic, mystic, metaphysic. You got to be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So, in my personal opinion, that Pharaoh was from the gates a plan. A plan from who? A plan from the FBI through. This is just my personal opinion, conspiracy theory. It's just my conspiracy theory mind. My conspiracy theory mind says that COINTELPRO never ended, and the agenda to remove the black or to defame or to degrade the black Messiah. Jesus was black, if you're going to believe in that sort of thing. Christ is black. The original Christ is black, if you're going to believe in that sort of thing. You don't find it funny how all of the mainstream people who we consider that are bought, The ones who have long hair, they either cut their long hair. Remember, all of them went and cut their hair. Future, Duke Dennis, Kai Cenat, and plenty more others cut their hair, right? Boom. But before they cut their hair, all those dudes I just named, are they known for being any type of productive black man in the community, bro? I'm not talking about your career, your rap career, and your da da da. You ain't none of y'all, you ain't never seen. Listen, bro, and this is how you know, bro. These little kids look up to these dudes in the hood. You don't never see these dudes giving back to the community. You don't never, even if they're not there, you can buy a woo woo in Walmart truck and flood the hood with toys from your perspective areas. But guess what? Nah. You know what they're gonna do? They about to move such and such and forget about everything. And see, this is why they all fall. Because if you look at the older generation of hip hop, when they got to the bag, they started, at least Birdman give away a fucking turkey, god damn it. At least Birdman gives away a turkey, god dang it. What are you giving? What are you giving in order to receive these blessings, man? In order to keep these blessings going, man. Somebody said January 1st, New Year's is pagan. There's nothing wrong with paganism, Motown. Let's clear the air with that real quick. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, we are not a monotheistic religion. The Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine is not a monotheistic religion. We are a polytheistic religion, which means we believe in many gods. And as this church that believes in many gods, we know that we as many gods get our God powers from the source motherboard, Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, the source of all gods and goddesses. So paganism is welcomed in the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. We are the church where magic lives, so we don't care about paganism. We don't care about druidism. We don't care about hermeticism. We don't care about, all of those different isms you guys are connected to. We care about health, wealth. Are you healthy? And are you using your health to get wealthy? That's it. Anything else is suspect. If their body ain't right, they suspect. If they too big, they suspect. If they're too anything, if they don't trust it. Only trust the shit you can see with your eyes. If you can see this motherfucker been working on this character, this person. Listen, if they ain't got some old traditional ways with them, stay back. The old traditional ways had a way that the youngsters have lost called respect and reverence. The reason why our ancestors were able to make it through these struggles to even get y'all to the point to where y'all able to even talk on an iPhone right now is because they were able to endure hardships, the likes that you would not be able to endure right now. But what happens is our ancestors came through and they made it, and they made a soft life for us. They messed up. What did they mess up? How did they mess up? They messed up by allowing all of these scam artists, these fake black messiahs, to come in and dissuade them out of the money out of the black community and put a taint and a dirt on the image of a black messiah, even though the messiah is black. The Arabs know this. The Vatican knows this. You milking Jesus Negroes is the only ones who don't know that the real, true source is female. The real, true source is sacred feminine. The real, true source is called mother. The real, true source is called she. The real, true source is called her. The real, true source. That's the one thing. They don't want to tell y'all that. And they don't want to tell y'all that real, true source is BLAK, black. The source of all colors. Carbon, the source of all light. They don't want to tell y'all that. They don't want to tell y'all that black is not a color. Black is not a color. Black is the source of all colors. They don't want to tell you this. I'm going to tell you the things that they don't want to tell you because at the end of the day, if you put the pieces of the puzzle together, you'll be able to see, oh shit, he not lying. Why you think they demonize black? Why? Why would they demonize black? Because black is what? The source. When a seed goes into the ground and it goes into the soil, it will be surrounded by the blackness of, of nothingness. And that nothingness stimulates that something seed into a something tree. And that tree is rooted in blackness. Or y'all like to call it darkness. But don't confuse darkness with blackness. Blackness is the source of darkness. See, darkness, that means they got certain hue. Dark what? Dark purple, dark red, dark yellow, dark brown. Nah, blackness is the source color, that which color cannot escape, but is able to project that very color that cannot escape it. It is able, and we already discussed melanin. So, in finding out how important melanin was, just completely changed my entire life. I didn't know as a nigga coming from the streets, I didn't know as a nigga coming from the hood that the color of my skin meant something. I didn't know this. And they keep on trying to, the only people who go against what I'm saying are the people who are not my color. You'll never see a person my color saying, "Oh, you're wrong. Black is not the source. You're wrong. Melanin is not the source." You ain't gonna see nobody. You ain't gonna see nobody really, really refute it. You're gonna see people be quiet and it might get some crickets, but you ain't gonna see nobody really, really try to go against their own blackness because it's the truth. You can't remember the truth of truth. You gotta be able to handle the truth of truth. And when you handle the truth of truth, white person, Hispanic person, Asian person, Indian person, any other ethnicity outside of the deep, the dark melanin black person, you gotta analyze the truth. And when you come to the truth, you're gonna come to a realization that black is not the color, black is the source of color. Every single person on the face of the planet Earth is just black expressing itself as that. That's black expressing itself as a table. That is black expressing itself as a sky. That is black expressing itself as water. That is black expressing itself as human being, entity. That is black expressing itself as God. That is black expressing itself as the all. But most importantly, it is black expressing herself as the great grand holy mother of all divine. So when you disrespect black, you disrespecting the motherfucking source, you stupid niggas. When you disrespect black, you disrespecting the great mother. So why you think there's a war on black? Because there's a war against the great mother, a war that they can't win. That's to fight a war that you can't win is the literal definition of insanity. We live in a crazy world. We live in a crazy world, an insane world. That means this world isn't mentally healthy. Why you think everybody keeps screaming mental health, mental health? Because everybody has gone bonkers. The world has gone crazy in America and across the globe because the globe follows America crazy ass. So we here in America, we are literally crazy. Why you think that this big old outcry, this big old outpour of mental health and awareness? No real shit, y'all. Somebody need, if Pharaoh not a plant, and because I want to give him the benefit. We want to give him the benefit of the doubt right now and say Pharaoh not a plant. Let's say Pharaoh not a plant. Pharaoh not with the people. He not with them boys. They really got to him. We need to let up there and do an intervention and reach out to my boy, man. And who in the community? Who in the community going? He can't be reached. What you got to call his number, and when you call the number, it's gonna be some about some money shit or some crazy shit. So, what can you do but say, hey, man, hope the brother get the help he need. But man, this is why mental health is so. Man, we got to do we got to do. Cause see this anxiety shit, you see this depression shit, you see, man, look, I done got over my mental illnesses, bro. I healed myself of my mental illnesses, bro. I healed myself of my emotional illnesses, bro. I healed myself of my physical illnesses, and I've healed myself of my spiritual illnesses, bro. I am the spiritual Bruce Lee. I kicked I kicked illness's ass. I kicked illness in the ass so far, man. Listen, and just giving you a perspective, man. No, bro, it has to be some mental health going on, and the only way we can get to true mental health is we can't be promoting this. We can't be promoting. I was just watching how you know these type of things are put in our place, are put in place so that we can be distracted and go off of the track. So yeah, man. I'm definitely, I'm definitely going to, if on the level of the benefit of the doubt, definitely gonna pray for Brody. Brody is out here tripping. Brody needs an intervention. Uh, I hope somebody can give this part of it to him, because hey, right now, Brody, in my personal opinion, I feel like you are agent, like young Pharaoh. This is for me to you, bro. From my perspective, I feel like you are a COINTELPRO agent, and you are a part of the defame and to the disrespect of the great grand holy mother and the Black Messiah. That's why you came screaming at the black woman's garden. You reneged on that, and that's why you came with the health and the alkaline and all this stuff, and you reneged on that. Um, yeah. So right now, as it looks, you look like a Planet FBI agent, but I could be wrong. For the sake of the benefit of the doubt, even though I could be wrong, for the sake of the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to believe I'm going to believe what is being shown to me right now as a you know man. I'm high Magus the time traveler, bro. I'm high Magus the time traveler, bro. I see the timelines for what they are, and this timeline right here, this Pharaoh that we getting on this timeline right here, is most definitely a plan. I'm not about to say, I'm not about to do that I'm not about to do that old black wishful thinking. Oh, maybe they just got to him. They ain't that powerful. Stop lying. See, y'all need to stop all the lying. They ain't that powerful. They not that powerful. Y'all lying. Oh, they always show you in the movie, man. Listen, just because they show you in the movie don't mean it's all true. You ain't supposed to believe everything you're supposed to see in the movies, but believe the repeating patterns. But they don't show you in the movies where a black man is, righteous in the movies. Show me what the last righteous man we had in the movies was Denzel. Everybody else had to put a dress on and get a leading role in Hollywood. Stop it. Come on, man. Man, it broke my heart when I seen Kevin Hart with the dress on. Man, Kevin Hart, man, I'm talking about. He said he wasn't gonna wear the dress, and less than 90 days later, he was wearing the dress. It is what it is, fam. It is what it is, fam. That's the ritual they got to go through. I can show you the ritual too. I can show you the ritual. I'll show you the ritual one day again. Yeah, I always play it. I mean, you want me to don't show me the ritual? Y'all want to see? I'll show you the ritual. I could play it right here. I'll show you the ritual. So don't have me to get to exposing. I'll show you the ritual. I can show you all kind of brotherhood rituals they do, and they just do it on a bigger level when it comes to becoming a puppet of mass influence to the masses, especially to black people, bro. So Dr. Umar, in my personal opinion, Dr. Umar is an agent. He's a COINTELPRO agent. Why? Because he's a scammer, bro. And that's what COINTELPRO came to do. Send black men in to infiltrate into the black community to scam us out of our money and ruin our hopes in black messiahs and black men. This is why black men are hated by their women. Black men are hated by black women, bro. Black women hate us. What are you talking about, man? How did that hate come about? At some point in time during the timeline, we stopped being men. Somebody said, "Show me the ritual." Oh, show you the ritual? Hey, let me, I keep my receipts. Show you the ritual. I'll show you the ritual right now. I'll show you the ritual right now, nigga. And the one, and the two, and the three, and the four. Where is that? Hold on. Where is that, baby? Where my ritual at? Hold up. Oh, let me make sure I got it. Du-du-du-du. Oh shit. Wait a minute. I gotta take this bitch up off my. Hold on, bro. Hold on, y'all. I'm finding I gotta put the phone like this so I can find the ritual, man. Hold on. How they gonna take off my ritual? And I always play this ritual. Shit. Let me see. Let me see if it's this one right here. No, it's 15 seconds. That's 39 seconds. No, no, no. It's not the chakra. Oh man, I'm about to took the ritual. Hold on, I'm about to put it back on. I'm about to put it back on, man. You know, I'm about you know receipts for days. I'm about to put it back on. I had to pause it to put it back on though, y'all. Uh, I don't wanna. Oh man. Oh man, y'all know my. Matter of fact, look, I'm gonna go in one of my old videos and show y'all. I got a whole bunch of old videos with it. Right now, it's not coming up in my files, but listen. Receipts for days, right? So we're gonna go to one of my. We're gonna go to one of my. Hold on, let me put it back up the right way. We're gonna go to one of my old videos on the channel, and we're gonna look at it from there. We're gonna go to one of the old videos on the channel. We're gonna look at it from there. All right, boom. Look, yeah, there you go. Yeah, about my time, my shit got correct. Boom. So hold on. We're gonna go on my old channel and look at it from there. Hold up. Bap. Let me see. YouTube. And you can just see my old channel shit. Let me turn this down. And let me fast forward it real quick. Let me fast forward it real quick. Y'all wilding out then. Oh, here you go, damn. Damn it. Nigga. Hold on, I'm about to find it. Hold on. Here you go, right here. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, there you go. Look. I used to have him in it. I used to have him in it too. Look. Here go the ritual though, y'all. Oh shit, hold on now. Look at the ritual right there.
Hold it up. Turn around. Turn around. Make it about face. All the way around. Okay.
All the way around. Drop it like it's hot. These niggas, man. Imitating the great mother, imitating Big Mama's house.
Are you a traveling man? I'm a pound. You a traveling man? I represent. And you using the black. Look at the condition of our people, man. Look at the condition of our people, brother. How you walking with the illumination of our people, man? That's the sign of our ancient king. You don't represent us.
I used to always have that, man. I can't believe. Yeah, man. I forgot. I took it down, man. I just took it down because it was old. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like buku videos, and so you see it's a ritual. So don't tell me the wearing the dress ain't a ritual when you just seen when you seen seven men, seven, eight, nine. It was like 7, 8, 9, 10 of them niggas, man. And I got the other ritual too, the pass the egg ritual, man. Don't play, man. This shit is rituals. So all I'm saying is this. So this is all I'm saying. Because I know about these rituals, because I know about these things, it is very, very, very hard to convince me that something is real when it pertains to these guys doing what they're doing on these internet streets and on these mainstream outlets of media that they're presenting to you. You feel me? Uh, that what that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that to each their own. Everybody practice what they practice. But if you got anything to do with being an enemy of the great grand holy mother, right? You know, human trafficker, a PDF, a grape. You know, you doing all that grapist. You with the you like to go to the races. You like to go to the races, right? You know, Marilyn Manson is a Satanist. You know, you with the Church of Satan. I don't know. You ever heard of that before? Has anybody ever heard of the Church of Satan? Yeah. You necrophiliac. You like to desecrate dead corpses. No, no. See, these are the things. These are all of the seven. These are all the seven punishable, shunnable things. But that's a whole nother topic, right? At the end of the day, these scammers are being exposed. And on one end is like, okay, finally the scammers are being exposed. But on the other end is like, damn, the scammers are being exposed, and we fell for the scam. You feel me? See, I don't even believe that shit no more. When people say grand rising, man, that's bullshit. Ain't none of them living grand. Ain't none of them rising. Ain't nobody living grand and ain't nobody rising though. So I don't know, man. That's like, nah, man. I'm gonna stick to good morning, man. I'm gonna stick to good morning, bro. You know, grand. You know, the only grand come out my mouth is the great grand holy mother of all divine. That's the only grand You know, that's the only grand I give my grand to. Yeah, and listen, like I told you before, if it's within, it's gonna shine and show without. Now, there's no such thing as within, and we can't see it without. As within, so without. So if grand loving and cosmic family and grand awakening, now Ashe is within, you will have fruits of your labor that we can come into your garden and partake on autopilot. That's grand. That's grand. When I go to Walmart, I can buy Walmart's product and I never have to meet the owner of Walmart. Matter of fact, that's grand, right? When are we going to get there? When are we going to get there when we could go? Listen, right? Look at that. Why you think I call Dr. Sabi the most honorable, noble, justice, great, grand, holy Dr. Sabi the Great? Yeah. What are you talking about? You go right now. He's gone. He's our ancestor. He's gone. But what he built, you still can go to it right now. Buy it. Heal your body. Heal your body. You don't see the grand awakening on the planet. You know what I see? This is what I see on the planet. I see a whole bunch of people who don't want to give the great grand holy mother her credit. I see a whole bunch of lack of accountability, lack of responsibility. And I see a whole bunch of manipulation and pointing fingers and he versus she. And I see a whole lot of brokenness calling it a awakening. Yes, I feel it within myself, but we are the few. We are not the many. The thing that you're talking about, the thing that you're feeling, only those of us who have been working to improve ourselves for the last 10 years really, 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 truly feeling it. Everybody else is just conceptualizing it, going off what they hear off the internet and repeating it and acting like they feel it. That's what's really going on. Niggas is seeing the movement and trying to lay up there and copy and paste the movement. You can't copy and paste dedication. You can't copy and paste consistency. You can't copy and paste hard work. You can't copy and paste originality. You can't copy and paste authenticity. This is how you know it's a fake awakening. The real awakening, when it really pop off, the real awakening is not gonna be a whole bunch of people on TikTok arguing about who's who like Chris Brown the most. Or the real awakening, you're gonna know the real awakening. When the see, because you're talking about the awakening within the believers. You're talking about the awakening that's happening within the believers. The believers of what? The believers of love, the believers of truth, and the believers of peace. You are seeing that. You're seeing That happening. But right now, what you're seeing the exposing, the freeing, and the correcting of mistakes. The awakening, no, when the awakening happens, Burger King will not exist anymore. When the awakening happens, and if Burger King does exist, they're going to be 100% vegan and all natural products, and it's going to be a whole different revamp. And I'm telling you, a lot of the current day business models are not going to be able to make the transition when the awakening happens. When the awakening happens, you ain't going to be paying no light bill. You ain't going to be paying no phone bill. You ain't gonna be paying no food, clothing, shelter, education, medication, none of that when the awakening happens. When the awakening happens, ain't gonna be no gatekeepers. When the awakening happens, ain't gonna be no Diddy documentary. When the awakening happens, everybody gonna know what's going on. And I guarantee you, it will be a collective knowing. It's not going to be, oh, these people know, but these people don't know. No, that's not the awakening. The awakening is when everybody can see and everybody knows. Not no, ain't no hidden, ain't no secret, it ain't no secret. That's the real awakening. This awakening right here. This is called, I call this the snooze button. This the snooze button. You know when the alarm clock go off and everybody hit the alarm clock, but they hit the snooze button so they can give them a little bit more Z's. Right now we on snooze button. Right now we on snooze button. You feel me? But at the but eventually it goes from snooze button to grand rising. Eventually it goes from snooze button to grand rising. But if this is what we call a grand awakening, our black conscious representatives on TikTok today, New Year's, if we call this the awakening, no, the shit you feeling is the shit that you've been working towards yourself. The phases that are happening, no, believe it or not, those phases aren't happening for a lot of people. Those phases are just happening for the people, for you and the like minds. See, you don't understand the rapture. Remember, the rapture is threefold. You got 3D, 4D, and you got 5D. The 3D rapture, they will see the awakening, but they won't believe the awakening. The 4D rapture, they will see the awakening, and they will try their best to stop everybody in 3D from going to awakening, because it's easy to go from three to five. It's easy to go from 3 to 5. It's hard to go from 3 to 4 and then 5, because 4 is what? 4 is the astral realm of the reptiles. So, and it's just like alligators in water. You know how when deers or things be crossing the water in the Serengeti, and the alligator be waiting as that's the fourth dimension right now. But it's easy to hop. If you want to dimension hop or dimension travel, it's easy to hop from 3 to 5. So four is in the water. So let's say you hopping and the crocodile's at the bottom, and 4 is in the water. And you looking down. Oh shit! And you gotta take it back far back, and you gotta run, and you gotta jump, right? So boom. So now 3. So 3 is watching the ascension, but they not believing it. They think it's AI. They think it's a hoax. 4 is trying to stop 3 from ascension process. And there are those of us who already made it to who already made, how that person, we in the classroom and we take the test, and that person that finished the test before everybody and be like, "Ugh," and just sitting there. That's us. We sitting there, finished the test already, ready for the class to be over, but everybody else still taking the tests. So that's what you're experiencing. You're experiencing the feeling of what it's like to be finished the test first before everybody else. And you're calling that, oh, you see the Great Awakening everywhere, and we're easy to see. It's easy to see with rose-colored glasses when we are healed within. So when we're healed within, we see the rose-colored glasses. No, bro. As long as these children are being trafficked, we are asleep as fuck. I rest my case, bro. As long as these babies is going through what they going through. Remember, so y'all hear about Tupac, but I grew up listening to Tupac. And Thug Life was never about Thug Life. Now that I'm older and now that I'm more occultically educated, now that I'm more magically adept, now that I'm high Magus the time traveler, I realize that Tupac was actually giving us the codes in a ritual. You feel me? He started this thing called Thug Life. Tupac Shakur. He started this thing called Thug Life. Thug Life was an acronym, or is an acronym. That means, Thug means the hate you gave. Life means little infants fucked everybody. So Thug Life as an acronym actually means the hate you gave little infants fucked everyone, or fucked everybody. I didn't understand what it means back then, but I understand what it means now. Pac, I understand what it means now. When you had to do the bathtub ritual, I understand when you realize, look, when you realize it was when you realize, man, I am so, man, listen, and you realize I'm surrounded by them, you didn't do the right thing. You try to solve it the way you solved it in Juice. You were supposed to solve it the way that you were supposed to solve it the way that Michael B. Jordan solved it in Sinners with the magic, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Understanding that he said the hate you gave little infants. What kind of hate they giving little infants? Infants. He was giving us the message right there. We didn't understand it. He was too far ahead of our time. He was too far ahead of our time. And as a time traveler, I know this for a fact that Tupac was an agent implanted by the Matrix to do the same thing young Pharaoh. Look what the young Pharaoh, let's look at Tupac. Once Tupac was successful in doing this, and Tupac wasn't the first to do this. Go look at Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre started off nice, then he ended up NWA. Ice Cube. Ice Cube started off nice, NWA. So go look at these guys, the before and after. It's the same thing over and over, over and over. Tupac started off, this nice young kid writing poetry. Next thing you know, they put him in a movie called Juice. This movie called Juice impressed the black culture with the beginning of the programming of Tupac becoming the thug life, mind state, and mentality. And you ready? You know, he painted this image. And when and then when some people say he died, some people say it was a hoax or a fake death. I'm saying no matter what people believe, the image in the majority stream of society is that he died. And what legacy did he leave when he died? He left the legacy of thug life. But people don't understand what is thug life. Thug life is the hate you gave little infants and how it fucked everybody. And I didn't understand the part of it when it says infants fucked everybody. See? And when you go back and listen to his music, like, no, I think he was a Disney kid before Disney Kids was Disney Kids. Remember dancing for the digital underground? He was dancing for them dudes, talking about the Humpty Hump. Do me, baby, or do the Humpty Hump. If it's the Humpty Hump, why are there dudes dancing for it? And why is Tupac in a tutu? And why is Tupac in why is Tupac in a thong? Why is Tupac in a thong? Dancing, dancing for the digital underground, Humpty Hump. These are things we can't escape. As a man, as a God upon earth, you got to address truth, and the truth is going to be, and the truth is hard. The truth is hard, but it has to be addressed. And ever since Tupac, though, they have been recreating the Tupac template in hip hop, and now hip hop is dead. They done remixed the Tupac template so much. We don't even want. They done remix the Tupac template everywhere. And what's that? They come in the game all nice and sweet, then they flip the switch and go thug life. Miley Cyrus. It don't matter if you're black. It don't matter if you're white. We just showed you the before and after. Before, they still be having a soul. After they sell their soul, you see after, soul gone. That's the after. Their soul gone. So uh everything is in process. Listen, the reason why they told you in the rapture, they said many will be left behind. During the rapture, they say many will be left behind. So I don't see the grand awakening. The great awakening wasn't meant for the many. The great awakening, see, and this is what y'all gotta realize. And this is the part. See, this is a big truth that y'all don't want to get into the face when it comes to truth. Y'all don't want to realize that a big chunk of society is about to get left behind. A big chunk of society is about to get left behind. There's about to be a great rapture. It's about to be a great awakening. And that great awakening will rapture. It will rapture those who have prepared for it. And those who haven't prepared for it will be left behind. It will literally be like watching TV for them. They're gonna just be watching us prosperous, watching us abundant, watching us having our way with it, calling it a hoax, calling it Illuminati, calling it you sold out, calling it this, calling it that. Oh man, they believe that God is a woman. They polytheistic. They believe in many gods. Oh, they polygamous and polyamorous. They believe in multiple relationships, and oh, they believe in the multiverse. They don't teach you about the multiverse in the Bible. They teach you about the firmament. They teach you about the prison cell of Set in the Bible. They teach you about that. You feel me? But during this January 1st that's coming up, man, I want you guys to really, really hearken into the voice of the great grand holy mother. If you don't know how to reach the voice of the great grand holy mother, all you got to do is seek her from within. Great mother. This Negro on live talking about, holler at you. Hey man, holler, let me holler. Show me the way. Woo de woo de woo. She gonna show you. She gonna show you in various different ways. It's up to you to listen. It's up to you to take heed. But it's a crazy Mother Earth. I just rotate with her. It's a crazy Mother Earth. I just rotate with her, man. That's it. And at the end of the day, we gotta rotate with the Earth, man. The Earth. Oh, the Earth is flat. All right, that motherfucker's flat and still spinning. That motherfucker flat and still moving. Something moving in it. Because when I look, I see clouds moving. So whether the motherfucker spinning, whether it was a simulation and the clouds moving, whether it's a simulation and it's a cube and it's a hell zone, and all of the different conspiracy theories, hypotheses, whether this bitch cylindrical, whether we're somewhere in stasis and this is only happening in our mind and we're in the real matrix in the vat right now, sleeping in the motherfucking vat like on the matrix. It don't like whatever the case may be, bro. Whatever the case may be, we have to evolve in this construct that we're in. And until we evolve, we will stay slaves. And with that being said, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, man. Go to the website, show your support.